Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I know that if you're watching this, you're on a really personal journey to understand your child's learning. And my hope today is to just create a little space of clarity and, honestly, a lot of hope for you. We're going to dive into why understanding your child's specific type of dyslexia is probably the single most important step you can take to help them truly thrive. This quote, wow, it just gets right to the heart of everything, doesn't it? I know that feeling so well, sitting in that evaluation, your heart just pounding, and then you walk out with a single word, dyslexia. But what are you supposed to do with that? As the author says, I know because I sat in that chair too. A label can feel like an ending, but a profile? Oh, a profile is a beginning. And this is the fundamental difference. Right here. A label just confirms that there's a challenge. A profile is your roadmap. It literally maps out the beautiful, unique landscape of your child's mind, showing you their strengths and the exact places they need support so you know precisely which path to take. It's what turns all that confusion into a clear, actionable plan. Okay, so this is the thing that most parents are never told, and it's so important. Dyslexia isn't just one thing. It's not a monolith. It shows up in a bunch of different ways because it can be caused by different little breakdowns in the brain's reading system. And that means that two kids, both with that same dyslexia label, might need completely different kinds of help. You know, this research really puts it into perspective. The stakes are so high. If you don't know exactly what the underlying issue is, you can't pick the right tools to fix it. You're just guessing. And when it comes to our kids and their confidence and their future, guessing just isn't an option. And that guessing, it has a real cost. This isn't just a theory. The research has actually put a number on it. And it's a number that represents so much time and so much effort and so much hope. 100 hours. Just let that sink in for a minute. That's basically a full school year of intervention sessions. A whole year of your child showing up, trying their best. A year of you rearranging your life to get them there. All of that energy poured into a program that wasn't matched to their specific profile. And the result of all that work? No meaningful progress. It's just heartbreaking. Can you imagine the frustration for your child who is trying so hard, but just not getting anywhere? And the weight on you as a parent watching them struggle? That lost time, it's so much more than just a number. But here's the hopeful part. Now, let's look at the same 100 hours. Same amazing kid, same dedicated family. The only thing we're changing is that the intervention is now precisely, perfectly matched to their unique learning profile. And the impact? A documented 22-point jump in their standard score. I mean, that's not just progress, that is life-changing. That is the difference between feeling stuck and left behind and confidently moving right into the average range with their peers. It's the same amount of effort, just finally aimed at the right target. This is what happens when we stop guessing and start knowing. So how do we find that target? It all starts with understanding these different profiles. We're going to walk through the 6 main subtypes now. And please, don't let this feel overwhelming. My real hope is that maybe, just maybe, you'll see your child in one of these descriptions, and it will feel like a light bulb turning on. Okay, first up is the phonological profile. This is what many of us think of as classic dyslexia. It's a child who really struggles to hear and work with the individual sounds in words, like hearing the p sound in spin. Then you have the surface or orthographic profile. This kid might be pretty good at sounding out new words, but they read so slowly because their brain doesn't store those tricky, irregular words like said or friend as pictures. You can already see how they need totally different kinds of practice, right? Next, we have what's called the double deficit profile. This is when a child has trouble with both the sound processing we just talked about and something called rapid naming, which is just how quickly their brain can name things like colors or letters. Then there's the RAN, or rapid naming profile, all on its own. These kids are often really accurate readers, but they are just so slow. Reading never becomes automatic for them. And then there's a working memory profile. This is the child who might read every single word in a paragraph perfectly, but by the time they get to the end, they've forgotten how it started, so they have no idea what it was about. And finally, you have the mixed profile, which is when a child has a few of these challenges at once, often alongside something like ADHD. Each one of these needs such a unique, tailored plan. So now you're probably thinking, okay, this is great, but how in the world do I find out which profile my child has?
This is where it's so important to talk about having the right tool for the job because not all evaluations are the same. Not even close.
This slide really says it all. A typical school evaluation is designed to answer one question, and one question only. Does this child check enough boxes to qualify for services? It's really about eligibility. But a deep assessment, its entire purpose is to tell you what to do. It's the difference between a gatekeeper and a guide. A deep assessment is the tool that actually builds that roadmap we've been talking about. It goes way beyond just a simple reading score. It looks under the hood of the car, so to speak, to figure out why things aren't running smoothly. It finds the root cause so we can create a truly personalized plan. And as you can see, it looks at all these different puzzle pieces. It measures sound processing and naming speed and decoding all separately. This is how you get that complete three-dimensional picture of your child's brain, identifying not just their challenges, but their amazing strengths too. So let's bring this all home. When you have this information, it truly changes everything. It's the thing that moves your family from a place of confusion and frustration to a place of empowerment with a clear, hopeful path forward. I want you to just take a breath and really let this one sink in. Hearing that word, dyslexia, can feel so heavy. It can feel like the end of something, but it's not. It's the beginning of a new chapter, a better, more informed one. It's the starting gun that says, okay, we know what we're aiming at now, let's go. When it all comes down to it, this is the truth. Your child's unique profile is everything. It's the key that unlocks the door to an intervention that is tailor-made for them, an intervention that finally honors all of their hard work and lets them see the incredible progress they so deserve. This journey can feel so big and overwhelming, I know, but it does not have to be a journey of guesswork. You can have a map. You can have real answers. You can know with confidence exactly what to do next to help your child unlock their incredible potential. You are their fiercest advocate, and you can absolutely do this.